the Mild Manner Movie Review with your host, Tim.
And Tony. On this week's episode, we will be talking about The Predator.
Are you not entertained? Cool party. Great Scott. I have an army. We have a hope. People don't forget. Welcome to Earth. I'll be back.
You play ball like a girl!
Hey, motherfucker. We came, we saw, we kicked its ass. Fucking spectacular.
All right. So we'll start the episode off with a few questions.
Yes.
Why did we choose The Predator?
Why did we choose The Predator? I think it's been a year since it came out.
Yeah, and it was number one last year. I think it was the last year. I think it'd be this past weekend that just happened.
the past weekend that came out. It was number one.
Yeah, and I mean, I think we did Predator for The Predator.
Yes.
Before it came out. So
we
kinda,
did, yeah.
So it's probably been about a year since we did the Predator.
It's only like the second or third time we've done something like that, where we've done like an original before the remake came out, and then a year later done the remake.
Yeah.
Yes, but how does it compare to the original for you?
I don't know. It's different. The original was like an action movie, but it tried to play more like a horror.
Yeah, almost like a thriller type.
Where this one was just pure action.
This was almost comedy.
Yeah, I liked them both though.
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, you probably got to go with the original just because of the high five handshake. If they would have would have done that scene again,
instantly
jumps it up. But yeah,
I would agree with you on that. That handshake is so perfect for like the 80s, like right around then.
Yeah, just great. But so I saw this probably
around
just after
when it came out.
Yeah, I think when it came to DVD, I finally saw it. But how was your first watch through?
Oh, it was good. I enjoyed it. I was able to watch it all the way through. I didn't get to like stop and pause and come back to it. I had fun with it.
Yeah,
like you could see how it was kind of being faithful to the original in some points, and then in others just taking it like more comedy. And I mean, just with the cast alone, it felt like it was originally more of a comedic timing. But I mean, I didn't find anything overly wrong where it's like, oh, now I can never watch Predator again.
It didn't ruin any of the past. Yeah. I do like that they went, just made it a sequel off of. Yeah, they got rid of the aliens.
I think more or less.
Well, Alien vs. Predator, they got rid of those out of continuity.
It was like Predator and then Predator 2.
And then,
you could kind of. There is a little bit of Alien vs. Predator. Or one of those two.
No, well, I think the dogs come from Predators, the movie, which I haven't seen that one.
I was going to say, I haven't seen. I don't think I've seen AVP either, or like.
I've seen the first one, Requiem. I think we have both of them.
I was going to say,
there's two of those. Yeah, I was going through my Wikipedia search.
So I think, continuing that story where it's like they even reference it directly, like
they reference both of them.
It happened in '87, happened in '97.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, but let's jump right into our first segment, a Tim and Tony review of The Predator.
That was a super quiet one.
Hold on to your butts.
This week we will be talking about when a young boy accidentally triggers the universe's most lethal hunters return to Earth. Only a ragtag crew of ex-soldiers and a disgruntled scientist can prevent the end of the human race. I
don't know if you want to start, or I think I went first last week. If you want to go.
Yeah, so I can start. So my honorable mention is that the door code, like right when they're in the first one, when like Olivia Munn comes in and then the Predator gets released, basically.
Yeah.
The door code to get out is like Church Thomas Jane. Is like those are the three words to get out. And Thomas Jane is
in the movie.
I picked that because of your fact too.
Oh yeah, Which one?
Anyone with multiple of you.
I have two. I think I have two.
Yeah, but that was a good one. My another honorable mention is Buzz being in it from Psych.
Oh yeah,
he's like the one
I texted
driver.
you right when I noticed it.
And then
he has like one line.
Exactly. And then kind of in that scene, I'd probably not, but I was like, oh, that could be a nod. It's like when he gives a thumbs up on the dead hand.
Yeah.
It could be like a Terminator reference when he's
got the hand.
Just because it's Arnold.
Yeah.
Maybe. That's probably a stretch, but whatever. And then Captain Singh is also an extra in this one.
He's one of the bad guys.
One of the bad guys. Also, this is probably my favorite scene in the movie.
The scene. Do you have it on there?
I absolutely do. That was as soon as it happened. That's my first quote. Well, I'll throw it in my honorable mention. Is probably my favorite scene is the elevator scene when they're going down to the secret base right at the beginning.
In a dam.
Yeah.
I'm assuming
all the government secrets are in a dam.
In dams,
either the Hoover Dam or this dam. Transformers taught us
they're making mutants. They're hiding Transformers. Exactly. They got a Predator.
Everything is there.
Just avoid dams at all.
My number 5 is actually right here.
Yeah, just going in
the
order.
Lab scene. So just like when she gets there and she's just like freaking out, like, oh my god, this is this. She basically knows of everything, but is still like super interested because of what she does. And then just the general like them screwing around, like, yeah, we got a Predator. Like,
yeah, we voted Predator's cool.
Yeah, Predator's cool. Everyone's just like, yeah. And then my number 4 is like the bus/motel scene. Anytime they're on the bus or in the motel.
Yeah.
I don't know, motel probably better than the bus, but like the bus
motel
is
great.
The precursor to like seeing everybody and how everyone acts. And then the motel is just like it's kind of like This Is the End? When with like Emma Watson when they're they're like outside the door, they're trying not to creep her out, but it's exactly what they do.
Mm-hmm.
My number 3 would be the sound that they play every time either the Predator is mentioned or like any of his tools or stuff is shown. It's like that Predator like crackle.
The clicking almost.
Yeah. You hear that sound every time. That's kind of definitely I think a holdover from the first movie because they use that a ton.
Yes.
And then number 2 is that it's kind of it's almost I got some like A-Team vibes from like the crew, how it's like crazy, but there's the one guy in charge, and there's the one like super good looking guy, and then the one like tank guy.
Yeah,
it just and like the humor, the way they kind of did it reminded me of it.
I could see that. Yeah,
that's
A-Team vibes, and they seem to always be in a giant vehicle.
Yeah, exactly, like an RV or a school bus.
Yeah.
So that definitely works.
Mm-hmm.
And then my number 1 is that Sterling K. Brown plays a convincing bad guy.
Yeah.
I was going to say amazing, and then that was like halfway through the movie. And then towards the end, I'm like, okay, that dropped off a bit, and then he was gone. So.
It's not even like a bad guy, just plays a good asshole.
Yeah, that's kind of why I changed it to that. It's like...
He does play a convincing asshole, though.
Yes, very much so. So those are my top 5.
All right. My top 5, starting with some honorable mentions, is just all the different Predators we got. The 2 different. And the dogs were awesome.
There was 3 different Predators, technically.
If you count the dogs. Well,
okay, then 4.
Regular, the hunter that first shows up.
Okay, so
the giant one.
The regular one, the giant one, the dogs, and then the Predator killer.
Oh, yeah. I guess you could kind of count that one.
Counted that one.
Then my next honorable mention is the Predator killer.
See... go ahead.
See, I would say it's a different thing though, just because it's killing predators.
I thought it was absolutely an alien. I thought it was absolutely
an alien.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd have been awesome.
That's exactly.
I think that would have been a cooler ending, or it pops up behind it or something, and it shoots it or something.
Like when they cut to the scene of it, like it raising up and like all the guys around it, I was just waiting for like a face hugger to come out and
come on, grab them. Oh, and then my number 6 is kind of your lab scene, the explanation of the name, Like, yeah, we call it the Predator. And he's like, well, that's like a game hunter. And he's like, what? You're describing a bass fisherman. He's like, yeah, well, we took a vote. Predator's cooler.
Predator's way cooler.
And everyone's like, yeah. And everyone's like, he's like, fuck yeah. Just a great scene. Number 5 would be it's when he's saving his son when he's invisible, and then they team up with the bad guys to just run to just escape. I love that. That has a great a few comical scenes, or like when the guy throws that like boomerang thing. He's like, it's gonna come back. You gotta catch it on your wrist. Just cuts the guy's arm off, and he shoots him in the head. And then was it Thomas Jane and Key both their demises were pretty good though.
I was gonna say you kind of get their story throughout the thing, and then like right before you get like that's why they're like the way that they are.
Yeah, and you find out he was the one survivor in the truck or whatever. But
basically like they were in an old unit, I would think. Is kind of how it.
And then just when they're both got their guns to each other and shoot each other because they're both like dying. That was a great scene though.
Which, because if one of them would have missed, then that would.
Then he's just sitting there like, crap.
Definitely get what they were going for, but that's
good timing and good shots.
Exactly.
They don't even count down either.
No, it's just like a look, and it could have been like, okay, are we on 3, 2, 1 shoot, or on like 3, 2, 1? Like,
yes,
you could absolutely have that conversation at some point.
That would have been. I bet you they thought about that. It was like, yeah, but this is kind of like a serious
There's
moment.
Probably a couple takes where he's like, all right, 3, 2, and then like shoots him on 2 or something,
and he misses. Whoa!
There's got to be something like that out there.
Yeah. And then number 4, the barn escape. When like Olivia Munn, the grenade gets dropped off, and she puts it in that guy's jacket and jumps off.
Yeah,
like,
I don't know how the dog figured on the grenade, but it worked perfectly for her.
Well, they were playing catch with the grenade.
Was it a grenade? I thought it was a little wrist thing.
No, they were playing catch with the grenade.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they just kept throwing the dog like weapons.
Sometimes it's hard to see like minor details on my phone. So I should, and also that guy, he's in a bunch of things.
He's. I think we've watched a few movies. We've done some movies with him.
Several. Have we done A Night at the Roxbury?
No, we haven't. It's a good one.
Oh yeah, that's what I know him from. It's like the first thing I think of.
And then number 3 for me is the loony bus in the motel room. I knew it, $10 payoff. I knew she was gonna grab the shotgun, and then she pulls the trigger. He's like, click. Damn it! I should have bet on that one too.
I knew it. I knew she was gonna do that.
What is this? A unicorn. Oh, okay. Yeah, that one. And then you kind of learn about. I mean, throughout we learn about everyone on the bus, but you learn about Nebraska too during the motel.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the bus scene's just great. Them Key just ripping on Thomas Jane the whole time. It's just hilarious. Number 2, the final fight with the Predator. Like when they jump on the ship.
Yeah.
And the one guy goes under. He goes under. McKenna goes under. Nebraska goes over, and then the one guy just stands there.
He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna get away from it." Nope.
Yeah. And then he gets his legs chopped off and dies.
And then slides off.
Yeah. Then I don't know. Was Nebraska dying on top? Was he like getting
that's kind of what I got to thought, because it was like going up into space, kind of not like
he was like space, couldn't get it. Like, he was losing oxygen. I guess
that's what I kind of got out of it.
Okay, I thought it was like something to do with the shield was killing him or something. I was like, I don't know why he's like, because he was coughing blood. And
that would be a weird.
Still,
thing.
Even the air thing doesn't make sense why he'd cough blood unless he was already hurt. I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then them fighting him at the end was awesome. Just McKenna and Casey, and then the kid, and then the dog saves the day. Yeah. And then number 1 would be the cast. I mean, there's so many names in this.
Oh, there are a ton.
Yeah, I mean, Sterling K. Brown's a great bad guy. Yes. They brought in Jake Busey to play his son or his dad's kid in this one, but they don't even mention that. But his character's name is the same.
Just on the name, you can.
It's weird seeing because I think this and Logan are the only things I've seen Boyd Holbrook in. I think I've seen a couple other things, but like Logan's the one thing that pops up the most. He plays a very good bad guy in that.
He does.
But he plays a good guy. Him.
You can do it from. You can play both sides of the coin.
Key.
What's his face?
Keegan-Michael Key.
Yeah, no, the other guy from Game of Thrones and. You know what I'm talking about.
I know who you're talking about.
The guy who's got like a Scottish accent, an Irish.
He's doing an Irish in this or a Scottish in this, but I think
he's some kind of accent.
I'm pretty sure he's just British.
I think he is just British.
I think they gave him that, like the option to do that.
I mean, it seemed okay.
Yeah, he was good. He was in John Wick. He did the Russian.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Theon
Greyjoy.
That's who he was in Game of Thrones. I can't remember his real name though. But like him, Thomas Jane was great. Yes. Olivia Munn was great. Yeah. I mean, and then even like the side characters. You mentioned Sing and Buzz already.
Yeah.
Just like random people that you see.
The kid, Jacob Tremblay.
Oh, yeah. He's great in this too. Yeah.
You saw... Did you see The Good Boys?
Good Boys, yeah. He's hilarious in that. Yeah, but those are my top 5.
Okay, now a few problems with the movie. This one, that actually kind of looked like Sinbad a little bit.
Young Sinbad. I thought it was what's his Method Man at first, I think that's who it looked like. Or what's the guy? What's Doug's name? Black Doug from The Hangover.
Oh, Black Doug.
It looked like him when I first saw it.
I know who you're talking about. I don't know his name.
Mm-hmm.
But a few problems. Mine is kind of you did kind of mention it a little bit, but the kind of like flip flopping with the bad guys and teaming up when they were like, he's like, "Oh, I'll give you a time advantage." Everyone's like, "What the hell is that?"
Yeah,
clearly it's a head start.
Clearly it's a head start.
It's exactly what that means.
And then even during that scene, I knew like when it first. Even my first watch, it was like, "Oh, it's the kid. It's not him." Like
exactly when he just said McKenna, I'm like, "Well, duh, it's the kid."
It's the kid.
He's the one figuring everything out.
Yeah.
But yeah, just like the flip flop where it's like,
yeah, but
you kidnap my son, I'm gonna kill you, and it's like, all right, we're cool for like 5 minutes. It's like,
I like that better than if they were like, oh, this thing's coming after us, but we're still gonna kill each other. Wouldn't make any. I don't know. That would piss me off more. I think.
Yeah, either it's a tricky spot.
Yeah,
but yeah, I think. Well, and then reading kind of what I learned from like looking up the trivia from this, it kind of, I'm like, okay, fine. The whole third act was totally different. So I'm kind of okay with it.
Yeah. Mine was this one was just nitpicking the first one, but there's a scene where the kid's getting into the spaceship and he's got like the scope on him. And like it's normal at first, you can kind of see everybody, and then they cut back to him, and he says something, and they cut back, and he's literally like, it's like he's standing directly behind the kid, and he's like over his shoulder, like you can see perfectly. It's like the world's greatest scope of all time. And then my other one is that the scientist, Casey, Olivia Munn, is just like a weapons expert.
I mean, she does pick up very quickly. I will give you that.
Also, she was keeping up with the Predator running underneath it.
Okay, yeah, I would have more problem with that than anything. If this thing's a hunter and like is the best thing in the universe or the galaxy or whatever, like something doesn't
she's just like keeping up with it. Speak of the devil. Here's the scene is on right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but those are my. I mean, I could nitpick it more, but
Alfie Allen.
There you go. That is his name.
Oh yeah, I mean, we could definitely nitpick it, but there's no fun in that. So now we're moving to our favorite quotes. My first one is. I don't remember when I was watching it. I just put Keegan-Michael Key. I don't remember.
I couldn't even tell you.
Hold on. Scroll down.
Coyle,
yeah. He goes, if you don't. He's talking to Nettles, I believe is the guy's name. He goes, if you don't stop with that Bible shit, I'm gonna set you on fire. I don't know why I thought that was funny, but it's because like in the Bible you set people on fire, so it's kind of like self-referential almost at that point. So I got a kick out of that. My second one is Traeger and Rory. Traeger goes, What do you say, buddy? You think you can get us in there? Because I'm not sure that you can. And Rory goes, nice reverse psychology. I can do that too. Don't go fuck yourself. Like trying to play like, oh, you're a little kid. I bet you can't do it. He's like, get out of here.
Get out of here.
He's like, I may look dumb, but I know exactly what's going on, and I'm figuring all this stuff out. So, and then my favorite quote, like I said, from the elevator scene, Olivia Munn and some other guy get on, and they look at the guard, and they're like, okay. And they start, like, lowering into the chamber.
Yeah.
And the guard just looks up and goes, is it just your imagination? Or is this haunted room actually stretching? And then the other suit guy goes, every fucking time? Like, he's definitely heard that before.
Yeah.
And that guy's got nothing else fun to do.
Yeah.
And obviously that's a reference to the Haunted Mansion.
Yeah.
In, like, the stretching room.
Every fucking time.
That was a nice little...
And the way he says it, too.
He's got, like, the inflection of the guy doing it on the ride, which I thought was pretty funny.
Or is it just your imagination?
Is this haunted room actually stretching? But those are my favorite quotes.
All right, mine. We're doing pretty good on this timing thing. If we had the movie playing, because my first quote is what just happened is when they get off the bus and they see all the motorcycles.
Oh yeah.
And Nebraska goes, "Get to the choppers," which was great.
See, like seeing you put the quote and not seeing the movie yet, I'm like, oh okay, they clearly
into
direct reference.
Yeah,
which they had opportunities to do it.
Oh yeah,
but I like what they did. It's a little different, more subtle. Yeah.
My next one is like one of the first scenes that we get introduced to Traeger, Sterling K. Brown's character. They get out of a helicopter and he's like, "Gentlemen, remember, they're large, they're fast, and fucking you up is their idea of tourism." Just great line.
Just reminding them that, yeah, they're
and
they're apex predators.
Yeah,
basically.
and it gives you like right off the bat, you're like, okay, they know there's a predator, which is like it
right.
was just
Not
they know what, they know what they're dealing with. Oh, there's Buzz. Also, that the predator just grabbed his dead arm to do that instead of just killing the guy. Is ridiculous. And then my last one is when McKenna and Nebraska meet. He's like introducing himself as McKenna, and Nebraska goes, "Nebraska Williams." He's like, "That's your real name?" Or, "That's your real name?" And then Nebraska looks at him and goes, "Gaylord." And McKenna goes, "That's a good call then."
So yeah, definitely go with that.
Mm-hmm.
It could be another Terminator reference. All the motorcycles.
Yeah,
I'm stretching for
You're
Terminator.
stretching,
yeah. But not that far out of the realm of possibility. I don't think. Okay, let's move on to some TNT trivia about the movie, starting with Who Am I?
Yes, I'm Batman.
Okay. I'm going first. So, excuse me, my Who Am I? I am known for Louis, Killer Elite, 24, Live Another Day, and Dexter.
Oh.
Let's say that last one I think gave it away. I can give you one more that should definitely.
In Dexter.
Which for some reason I'm not seeing it being on this person's top list. I almost gave it. I almost said a pronoun that would have given it away.
Let me scroll through because I think if I was looking at them.
Yeah, you could probably be able to tell just by looking at that. The other thing this person is known for is Chuck.
It's the Emily Yvonne Stravowski.
Yeah.
How is Chuck not on her top one?
It is not, and I was scrolling for a while before Chuck even showed up, like on that list.
And I clicked, and I knew I saw someone from Dexter too.
Let's see. She was a straight-A student in school. She was honored along with Liam Hemsworth for her work in international roles with the 2012 Australians in Film Breakthrough Award. In May of 2012, she was ranked number 35 in Maxim's Hot 100. And one more. Most of them are just her ranks in Maxim's Hot 100.
Most of just ranks
in multiple years.
Yeah.
2010, 2013, 2011, 2012.
Pretty much the extent of when Chuck was on the air.
Yeah, exactly. Pretty much, yeah. She was nominated for a 2019 Golden Globe Award for Best Performance by an Actress in a Supporting Role in a Series, Limited Series, or Motion Picture Made for TV. For a Handmaid's Tale.
Never seen it.
Neither have I, but that's the one where it's like the crazy, screwed up future.
Yeah.
At least from what I've heard or read about it. So that's my Who Am I?
All right. Mine is for this person's 4 movies.
Yes.
Yeah, I narrowed it down so much for you.
The entire cast is basically male.
But no, this is super easy. I did this because I found some awesome facts. First one is Predator. Not The Predator, just Predator. Second, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Third, The Nice Guys. And fourth, Iron Man 3.
I don't think I can get this one wrong.
It's...
is it Shane Black?
That is correct. Let's see. I'll start with the shorter one. There's a longer one that I really like, though. But 6 of his screenplays are all set at Christmas time. Lethal Weapon, The Last Boy Scout, The Long Kiss Goodnight, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, and Iron Man 3. And then there is an unproduced Shadow Company. So I don't know if that's been made already and they just haven't released it, or I couldn't find it on IMDb either. So
it's probably not listed somewhere.
Yeah. And then my other one is that he throws quips into his scripts that are now called Shane Blackisms, which I thought were awesome.
That's cool.
They gave 2 examples. So this one's from The Last Boy Scout. In the script, it says, "Remember Jimmy's friend Henry, who we met briefly near the opening of the film? Of course you do. You're a highly paid reader or a development person." And then this one is from Lethal Weapon. Exterior, posh Beverly Hills home, Twilight. The kind of house that I'll buy if this movie is a huge hit. Chrome, glass, carved wood, plus an outdoor solarium, a glass structure like a greenhouse, only there's a big swimming pool inside. This is a really great place to have sex.
He seems like just one of those guys, I want to make my movies. Let me make my crazy action movies.
Yeah, so I thought that was, when I was scrolling through his Wikipedia page, I found that. So I was like, I'm just going to pick him.
That's a good pick.
Yeah.
Now for my random facts about the movie. My first one, Gary Chalk, who plays the postal worker in this film, who delivers the package to the house, is known as the voice of Transformers Optimus Prime. I don't know why I said Primal. And
Primal
and from Beast Wars.
Yeah.
God, this is another show I want to go back on. Optimus Primal and occasionally Optimus Prime. Peter Cullen, the original voice of Optimus Prime, provided the Predator's voice in the original movie.
A lot of interwoven.
Yes, there's a lot of spanning to the original one. My second one is that the tree that falls near Quinn during the final battle was rendered entirely using CG, which was completely noticeable. That was one of the bad CG parts that I saw in this, where it was like he was clearly just laying down, and the tree just like totally misses way behind him. And
I don't remember that. I'll have to.
I mean, it's not awful, but it's like, okay, that's 100% the CGI. And then my third random fact about the movie, Jacob Tremblay, who plays Rory, got to keep the prop box cutter that his character is seen using in the film for 2 seconds. I just thought it was interesting. He's like, out of everything he could have gotten,
he kept
the big helmet, anything in his like room in the basement, he keeps the box cutter.
The box cutter.
Just an interesting little fact.
Yeah.
There's his unit?
Yeah, there's another one when all the loonies show up at his house. All right, we're going out there, and everyone kind of sits down, and they keep swapping the remote. Yeah, that's just great.
I want to watch TV with you sometime. I like the couch. I like your speech.
I did not like your speech, but he called me a pussy. So
no one called me a
pussy as he's leaving. Yeah, I mean, just them together. This whole group works very, very well. But my random facts about the movie, which another Shane Black fact, though.
Shane Black and Thomas Jane are very popular in this, in our review.
Shane Black wrote Thomas Jane's character, Baxley, with Tourette's symptoms because Black actually has a mild case of Tourette's. Then my next one is there are 3 actors that starred in non-MCU Marvel movies. Jane as the Punisher in The Punisher.
Mm-hmm.
Munn was
Psylocke
in X-Men Apocalypse, and
maybe in the future. She's like, yeah, I'm contracted for a couple, but they never used to her again. They also alluded to her in that one where it's like, oh, she's back, she's gonna come back, and then. Never seen again.
Then Holbrook was in Logan. He was the head Ravager. I can't remember what his name is, though.
Oh, I had it, and now I don't.
I have.
You have it up?
Yeah.
I was going to say, I should
have Pierce.
Pierce, yeah, that's it. That's 2 bad guys in the Marvel universe named Pierce. The other one's...
Iron Man 3?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Isn't he Pierce?
It's Guy Pierce.
Oh, yeah.
The actor.
Same thing.
I was thinking Civil War, the head Robert Redford. Isn't he Alexander
Winter Soldier? Yeah. He is Pierce, yeah.
Winter Soldier, Civil War.
Yeah.
You know.
I knew what you were talking
exactly
about.
What I was talking about.
All right. Any final thoughts?
You didn't say your third fact.
Oh, I didn't? What is it? Oh, yeah, it's an awesome one.
How dare you?
The school, the football field.
Just for that, hold on. Let me. Hold on. Here, say your fact.
And then play it. So the school, football field, and the barn are all the same ones used on the TV show Smallville. Yes.
Oh, I'll add that clip to my list.
Oh, yeah.
But like you said, any final thoughts?
No, I mean, as I'm watching and noticing other stuff that we haven't talked about, but like without talking about the whole movie.
I like that we do that. It's like, because as you are watching it and we're talking about it, it's like, oh, I missed that, or we didn't bring that up yet.
Yeah, but I mean...
Also, how is that helmet not like 600 pounds?
Yeah, right?
For being a space alien armor, like...
He's just got a tape to his head. Yeah, but I mean, I love the group dynamic. Story is okay. I didn't like... I don't know.
It's a very thin story. There's not a lot behind it.
Yeah, and then like... The Predator being mixed with human DNA was just okay. Like, it just... I think they could have done without it.
I was going to say, it's an interesting concept, but other than that one thing, they never mentioned it.
Yeah.
Also, like... kind of going back to when they were in the lab scene, how it like didn't see her, and then later she goes, "So yeah, I was naked in the lab and you didn't see me." No one used any of that information
later on. No.
It's like she was just kind of telling them, "Hey, this happened."
Yeah, and like I always thought it was because he was wearing the helmet that it showed that the person's not a threat. In the original, that's how.
In the original, that's what because it scanned for a weapon.
Yeah,
and I thought that was originally. It was thermal and a weapon.
Yeah, so and that was the helmet though, right? Or was that?
That's right. I thought it was the helmet.
Yeah, so I don't know.
And then also, yeah, I mean, it doesn't go for the kid's mom when it's in the house. So are they trying to say, and like the dog likes her
after they lobotomize it though? Yeah,
that's true. So it's like there's a lot of interesting things they could delve it farther into, but they just didn't.
And I think I know that their original plan was to do a trilogy of these, starting with this one.
Oh, okay.
But I like that. I think it was the producers like, we're going to take it one day at a time or one movie at a time just to see. And I think this made.
It's probably smarter.
I think it made a good amount of money. I don't know.
I was gonna say I don't think it bombed.
No. So hopefully we get a second one because I would go see that.
Oh yeah.
Because I mean, gives as long as Shane Black directs it.
Although it's harder because they killed the entire team. Basically.
Yeah, but they do that in.
I was gonna say, didn't they do that in the first one?
I think you got to do a new team every time.
Yeah,
but then it's hard to do a trilogy. I guess you could keep one person, but then that's just ridiculous because you know that one person.
Exactly, that's the tough part.
Or you just have that person cameo in it.
Right, like Arnold was supposed to cameo in this.
Oh yeah, I did
Edward
see that.
James Olmos, the guy, he's from like Stargate. He was in S.H.I.E.L.D.
He was in Blade Runner.
He was supposed to have like a huge part in this.
Oscar does a very good costume of him. Agreed. Yes. Best Edward James Olmos costume ever. Yeah, like that would have been awesome.
So, I mean, it seems like they had enough ideas to.
I think
laid the groundwork for 3 movies in this almost.
Yeah, they set up a lot of things that. If we keep going, we'll hopefully get a conclusion to. But
I mean, actually, you could
keep Olivia Munn.
I was going to say because her character lived at the end.
Yeah, you could keep her, and I think you would have to keep Jake Busey because he was just injured. So I think he'd survive.
That's true. He can make it.
So hopefully we get that.
Yeah, that would be cool.
All right. Next up, we'll pretend like we're in charge and recast the movie.
Do you want me to still go first? Or
you can go.
Okay,
you can go first.
I'll slowly review.
I could keep it so that I don't see them.
Okay, so let me
slowly.
Okay, that is everyone. Okay, so for my recasting, I stuck with your general idea, so gender switch. For Quinn McKenna, I went with Haley Steinfeld.
Okay.
In lieu of some news that just recently came out
that she's gonna be in,
that she's possibly Kate Bishop.
Yes, I did see that.
Also, she was in Bumblebee and why not? For Nebraska, I went with Gabrielle Union.
Okay, from Bad Boys 2.
Yes, specifically.
Specifically.
For Coyle, I went with Stephanie Beatrice.
What's she in?
You saw her maybe no more than an hour ago.
Oh, Rosa from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. That's a good one. Yeah, I like that one.
For Baxley, I went with Yvonne Strahovski.
Is that the girl, the wife?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I want to put her in the movie, but much bigger.
It would have been funnier if you had her be Quinn.
I thought about it, but. So still the father,
and then make him the husband still.
Yeah, I might do that retroactively, just because my Casey's not strong, or not the strongest pick. But
okay.
So we'll put that on the back burner. Lynch, I went with Eva Green.
Okay, yeah, like her.
Yep.
I know she was on my. There was a few that I had on my list that didn't make the cut. But she was. I was thinking. I couldn't find a place though.
She makes the cut on every list.
She makes the
cut. Same with my Nettles, Kate Beckinsale.
Yeah, she was another one that I just couldn't find a place though. And I had so many British people already.
Oh yeah, I mean most of them are British actors and actresses. For my Casey, I went with Jesse Eisenberg.
Okay, yeah, scientist, yeah.
So I mean, it kind of fits the bill, but I like your idea of swapping
Putting Boyd Holbrook there.
Yeah. For Traeger, I went with Halle Berry.
Okay.
I figured she could do like a meaner.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the
John
new.
Wick
I haven't seen that one,
that's
so
a
I
good
don't.
one.
I'm assuming her role in that.
She's good though in that.
And then for Keys, I went with Amber Heard.
Okay. I could see that.
Yeah.
I like her too. Mira?
Yes.
Okay, so for my Quinn McKenna.
Yeah, but I really liked your list too.
Yeah.
Like you had a lot of good ones on.
There were some tough ones I couldn't decide. But this one I definitely knew I wanted to do. But for McKenna, I went Rebecca Ferguson from Mission Impossible.
From a bunch of things.
Yeah. Nebraska went Zoe Saldana, Gamora. Yeah. Coyle, I went either Zazie Beetz, which I already had cast her in stuff.
Yeah.
But then I thought Jenny Slate because she's funny and just be Keys spot. Yeah. And then Baxley, I went Charlize Theron because it'd be funny to watch her swear all the time. Lynch, I went Vanessa Kirby.
Always love that choice.
Yeah. That though, her and Rebecca were the two that I had in mind. Like I was like, all right, I'm gonna do that. Then Nettles, I went Brianna Hildenbrand. Deadpool, and Deadpool 2. Negasonic, Teenage Warhead.
Oh, good point. Yeah. Good pick.
And then Casey, all right, it depends on if you wanted to make the scientist more believable. I went Simon Pegg.
I like it. I like that, but I like this one too.
Or Armie Hammer, which, I mean, Olivia Munn's picking up a gun half the time, so I feel like Armie Hammer might be better.
Would look a little bit more convincing.
Although, then I was thinking, like, Simon Pegg's in all the Mission Impossible, and now he's, like, doing fights and stuff, so it's sort of believable. Guy. But, yeah, I think Armie Hammer would be just as good.
I like both of those, yeah.
Then Traeger went Michelle Rodriguez or Sophia Botella from Kingsman
and The Mummy.
Yeah, Mummy. And then Keys, Alicia Vikander.
Another great pick.
Yeah. I had to find a place for her.
She had to make the list somehow.
Yeah. Yeah, but that is our recasting.
And now it's time for us to rank our top 5 Shane Black movies. Again, I only have top 4. I have not seen many Shane Black movies. But number 4. Yeah, I was going to say we should
almost
really
number
switch.
One. We should switch it. But sometimes we do more than 5.
Well, you could still start honorable mentions and work.
It's hard to do that though if you're changing it all the time.
I was going to say we do change it every week.
Yeah.
So, well, pretty soon it won't matter. So. But my number 4 would be Predator when he was acting.
Yeah.
In it.
I understand.
I basically took it directly from you.
Yeah. I think we had the same thought. Like we kind of went with his directing and writing first, and then I mean he's barely in Predator, so like that's where he's the first one to die,
and he's barely in any other actual movies. Really, he doesn't act very much.
Yeah.
So my 4 would be when he acted in Predator. Number 3 would be The Predator, which he directed, which is the movie.
Wrote. Yeah.
Number 2 would be Lethal Weapon, like the series.
Yeah, all of them. Yeah, I figured. Yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah. And then my number 1 would be Iron Man 3.
I do like that movie.
Not a lot of people like it for some reason, but I do.
It's because of the Mandarin.
Yeah, see,
which I thought that was a crazy twist.
I was okay with the twist.
I was too. All right, so I need to see a movie on here, which we'll be doing shortly. So I won't mention it,
that's true.
But it will get ranked eventually. But
it'll be on the list.
Yeah, my number 5, Predator, just because he's the actor in it. I mean, it is a great movie, but I didn't want to put it too high.
They picked him.
He was a writer
because they were like, "You be in this movie and then write and produce the next couple."
Yeah, I remember talking about that
when we did the movie.
We did that one, yeah. Number 3, Iron Man 3, great movie, but I just think the other two are. I don't know, more. They remind me of more of
your number
his
1.
style.
I can go.
Yeah.
Either way. It depends on the day.
Then number 2, I went The Nice Guys. Great movie with Russell Crowe and...
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Gosling.
They're the same person.
And then number 1, Lethal Weapon. Just... Yeah, those top 3, though, I could pretty much... Just depends.
Yeah, those are pretty solid top 3.
All right, for our last segment, we'll talk about the Geek News.
Clark Kent, just a mild-mannered reporter. He doesn't want to be famous? Now make him infamous. General, haven't you ever heard of freedom of the press? I'm not a cop. I'm a reporter. Gossip, rumors, panic in the streets. We're lucky.
Vicky Vale. I'm intrigued by Alex's giant bat story, so I've done some.
Oh, right. The Batman. Nobody cares about Clark Kent taking on the Batman. It is not. I resent that. Slander is spoken. In print, it's libel. The police won't help. The press has to do the right thing. You serious?
All right, first up on the docket, the trailer for Jojo Rabbit. I think this came out a little while ago. But
it's been a while.
Yeah.
I think they've actually released 2.
2 trailers.
I don't think I've seen the second one.
No? The second one looks awesome.
The first one looked really funny.
But the kid's got an imaginary friend, and it's Hitler, played by Taika Waititi.
It's going to be hilarious.
Yeah.
Is his mom Scarlett Johansson?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
and then I love there's a scene in the second one where he's got like a friend with him that they're going through like the Nazi youth or whatever. And there's a scene where he sees him and he's like waving to him, and him and another kid are carrying like a rocket launcher, and he drops one end and it explodes a building. He's like, oh God. And then, the kid's just like, oh no.
I haven't seen the second one.
Yeah,
but
the second one's great. Yeah, but yeah, go watch it.
I can't wait for that movie. It's going to be hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the Tomb Raider sequel lands Ben Wheatley as the director, and his wife Amy Jump is set to write the script for it.
Yeah, which was came out of nowhere because I think they were talking about not even doing a sequel at first.
I know they said they were originally, and then they kind of
had a lukewarm. It did very well overseas, but then
but not so much here.
Yeah, which I'm glad because I thought that movie was great.
I liked it. Yeah.
And now she's finally we got done with the origin,
right?
Or the new origin.
Now you can do.
Yeah.
Now you can really go into it.
Mm-hmm. And we just need Nick Frost to have a bigger role, I think.
I'm sure he will. He'll get whatever the guy from the first one, his role. I'm sure. I can't remember the guy's name, but the squealy looking guy, the tech guy.
Oh, okay.
I forget his name. Ben. Is it Benjamin? Is it Benji? I know Benji. Benji's from Mission Impossible. I know that.
Yeah. I know who you're talking about. I don't know his name.
Because there's that one line where she says something Benji or David.
Or David.
I think it's Ben. But yeah. Anyway, good news.
Good news. Yeah, and then we got a Breaking Bad teaser trailer and kind of 2 teaser trailers. We got one.
Yeah, there's a couple of them.
One where Jesse Pinkman's old buddy is talking to the feds or something, and it's kind of doesn't give us anything new, but he's like, I saw what they did to him, and they're kind of talking about the finale.
Yeah.
And then he's like, even if I knew, I wouldn't tell you. And then it kind of shows him driving the Camaro, or El Camino, I think it is.
I didn't watch the show. So.
Yeah. And then the other one.
I know what happens in the last episode because of Mythbusters, but
because. And then the other one just shows Jesse Pinkman pretty much all the terrible things Jesse went through in the show. So it's just clips of all the awfulness that he went through, and then him finally escaping at the end, laughing and crying. Yeah, but it looks good, and I think that's October 11th on Netflix.
I was gonna say, I think that's coming out
Mm-hmm.
soon. Also, the Birds of Prey teaser came with It Chapter 2, an actual. Mm-hmm. Couple minutes, maybe 30 seconds. Of
just before the
movie, the actual movie started.
I know, and at first I was like, they're not going to show us one. I'm pretty sure they said they were.
Right, because, you sat down and you're like, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be on this with this movie.
I was like, did we miss it already? Did it play first? And then, like, the balloons. And then as soon as I saw the balloons, I was like, well, those don't look like the normal balloons. Yeah.
That looks a little bit different.
Yeah, and then Harley Quinn pops up. Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah. And then it was more just like...
Just flashes.
More flashes of, like, the characters.
Mm-hmm. I got a better look at Ian McGregor as...
Black Mask.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that looked good. Next up, It Chapter 2, which we saw.
Which was fantastic.
Yeah. Well, we might do a review. I don't know. Maybe. It was good, though.
It was good. Go see it. If you like the first one...
I thought this one was better.
I don't know. I liked it. As a whole, I liked all of it.
Yeah. This one, I mean, they did...
I liked how everyone
they did a lot of
flash.
Moment. Yeah, everyone got their moment.
Everyone got their times.
Besides
I was saying,
one character.
Besides
which he's still... Which that person got it at his moment at the end, though, which was good.
Which was almost a moment.
Yeah. Yeah, but...
Yes,
don't want to spoil it, but it was good.
No. Because it is slightly different from the book and the old show.
Mm-hmm.
The old miniseries.
Miniseries, yeah.
Also, Dr. Sleep got a final trailer.
Yeah,
which also showed
during that. Yeah, they just, kind of gave us more of the plot. And what's her name? Rebecca Ferguson's like the main villain.
Yeah, she's like prominently in it.
Yeah, it looks good though. That one's got to be October too.
I think so.
Yeah, that looks really good though.
Also, Shining reference in It Chapter 2.
I'm trying to think.
Here's Johnny.
Oh yeah.
Which, not having seen The Shining, I'm like, I get the reference. I get the reference.
Yeah. Next up, this one, Haley Atwell will be in the next Mission Impossible movie.
Yes. Which you would think she would be on the British side, but she's got an IMF folder.
Oh, she does.
The picture that he sent, or like that Christopher McQuarrie posted, was a black folder that said "Impossible Mission Force." Wow, that was terrible. Impossible Mission Force, and then her picture on top of it.
That's gonna be awesome.
You would think she would be on the
but
MI6, but
she's probably. I wonder if she's gonna take over for secretary.
Oh, okay, that would be cool.
Yeah, I could see that. Although, like, I think that what I would rather see would be Jeremy Renner back, and him as the secretary would be awesome.
Because he can still he could be in the field.
Yeah.
And then last up, they're reportedly remaking Face Off.
Yes, without Cage or Travolta. Which you said
I saw an article. It was on Twitter. I was scrolling through Twitter, and someone posted like 2 pictures of 2 actresses because they were thinking of doing it like a gender swap, basically. Yeah. And they're like, "Cast these 2 people, you fool!" Or you won't do it like calling them out. It was Vanessa Kirby was one, and the girl from Ready or Not was another one because a lot of people are liking what she's doing in that movie.
Ready or Not,
the one where she gets married in the family and they play hide and seek.
I don't know what
you absolutely know what I'm talking about.
Do I?
The girl is like running around in a wedding dress, and the family's trying to kill her.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
What?
I know
we definitely talked about this multiple times.
No, I don't think so.
We definitely have. Okay, well, the lead in that, they said, apparently everyone's really liking how she's playing it, and so her and Vanessa Kirby.
Okay. I see her. Samara.
Yeah.
Weaving.
We definitely talked about
I don't
this.
think we have.
I know
I don't think I've ever seen that trailer.
I know
it doesn't sound familiar at all.
Okay, well, after this, we'll watch it.
All right.
Because I know I'm right.
I guess I know I'm right. All right, before we wrap up the episode, we'll look ahead to what's coming up. Episode 117 is going to be another Shane Black movie, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Yeah, also with Robert Downey Jr.
Yes, and Kilmer.
Yes.
Which neither of us have seen.
No.
So that should be a good one.
It's always one of those movies where everyone's like, oh, this is a great
movie. Yeah. All right, so that's been our show today. Hope you enjoyed it.
You can follow us on social media and our website, timandtonytalk.com. Remember, share this with your friends.
And make sure to join us next week for the Mild Manner Movie Review.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
Thanks for listening. I'm Tim.
And I'm Tony. And we are the Dynamic Duo.
Good night.